Hello everyone! Welcome to Apollo School Online. This is the drawing that we're gonna do for this class, and let's see what kind of tool we need for today. Are you ready? Let's begin! Alright, today we're gonna use the pencil crayon to do the work. So let's see what media that we need to use. Alright, first of all, we talk about the papers. So we need to use the sketch paper. Alright, so you have to check your book, the drawing papers. Are they written on the cover with sketchbook? Alright, if you have those, that is the good one. Alright, you might using this one, mixed media. So this paper that we can use for dry media like sketch, like pencil crayon, and also can use for watercolor. Alright, so if you have this, that will be great as well. Alright, so sketchbook or mixed media. If you don't have any one of them, you can use the printing paper. Alright, printing paper is work for the dry media as well. Alright, sketchbook, mixed media papers, or the printing paper. And of course, we need to use a pencil to do the work, right? A pencils, a nice erasers, and the sharpener. Alright? I'm sure you have those. And especially I want to describe about the tracing markers. Alright? I'm looking for two different sizes. One is the 5 points markers. Looks like the big triangle on the top. It shows a thick line on the paper. And the other one is the ultra 5 points marker. It looks like the needle is very small and pointed. It will show a thin lines on the paper. Alright, so I need these two tracing marker, the 5 points, ultra 5 point. So what if you don't have the needle marker, the ultra 5 point? You can use the pencil crayon, find the black one, okay, to do the tracing. It will look like almost like the same. Alright? Alright, so make sure you have the right papers, the drawing tools, and the tracing markers. Okay, so now we can start to do our work. Alright everyone, today we're gonna learn about how to do a reindeer. Okay, we just do one. So you can, when you know how to do it, you can do a group of them. Alright, so same thing, I need the eraser and I'm gonna find my pencils. Alright, I have too much pen. Alright, so that's my pencil. Okay, and make your paper like this way. Okay, the horizontal directions. Okay. So I want my reindeer rounding at the middle of the paper. Okay, so I want my face on the left a little bit. Okay, let's start to do an oval. See, it's right at the middle, but close to the left. And how big is the oval? Fingers. About 3. 1, 2, 3, about 3 fingers, an oval. And you see the bottom one looks a little bit wider and the top looks a little bit smaller. Alright, so that's focus on the face. Let me zoom in. Okay, so the reindeer has the ears, right? Has 2, like a pair. So the ear is gonna be on the top, not the side, otherwise you become like the monkey or the human. Alright, and we're gonna place the ear right on the top here. It looks like the leaf. From here, curve up. From here, smile up. And make sure the top looks what? Pointed. The bottom looks more round, more fat, and the top looks more pointed, like the leaf. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. From here, smile, and let's see, is the line looks like the same size? Alright, I think so. Then do one more line right here. Okay, let's double check. My ears is about my baby finger size. And same on the other one. About a baby fingers, right? These two look similar. Alright, so make sure your ears looks like the same. Very close. If you have one of them looks very tiny and very small, then you have to fix it. Okay, make sure 1 and 2, these 2 ears, gonna looks very, very similar. Alright, so we need to have one more line like the candy cane. Let's see, from here, going up and curve down and stop. Same thing from here. Curve up, curve down like the candy canes and stop right here. Alright, then they have 2 horns on the top, right? It doesn't look like the unicorn horn. It has 2, like a pair. So let's see. On the left hand side, the ears, 1, 2. On the right hand side, 2 more lines, 1, 2. Make sure you don't making them too thick or too thin. You have to be thin enough to fit 2 of them. You have to be thick enough for you to do the coloring. Okay, so make sure you're using about the right size. You can fit 2 in between the ears, and it has to be thick enough for you to do the coloring inside. Alright, so how do we do the horn? It looks like the branches on the tree. How can we do it? Going out, like the finger coming back. Going to the top, like a finger on the top. And the middle one could be a little bit shorter. Close. Okay, again, short one at the middle. Like the fingers on the top, very long. And going to the other side, the right hand side, and close it. Alright, sounds good. Okay, so we have a lot of reindeer working for Santa, right? So the famous one, who knows? Yes, Noodle, right? So we have to do the big nose, the red nose. But if you don't want to do noodles, you don't have to do the big nose, okay? You can make the nose a little bit smaller. Alright, you can do the other reindeer. Okay, if you want to do the noodle, you have to do a big nose so we can color the big red nose. Alright, if you don't want to, make the nose a little bit smaller. Alright, then we can close, separate the nose, and now the face. So a line at the bottom beside the nose. Okay, then you can have the eye. You can have the big eye, small eye, wink line, or sad eyes, happy eyes, nervous eyes, okay, or wearing the sunglasses. Up to you. Alright, then we can do the mouth. You can have the mouth open, close, or smile, or put the tongue out, your choice. Alright, so that is our face. Alright, so the reindeer has the neck, but it doesn't look like long neck as the giraffe, right? It has a little bit shorter neck, but it has to be longer than the fox, longer than the dog, longer than the rabbit, right? So let's see. From the ears, down, diagonal lines, stop. How big? About 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. The line is about 3 fingers. Alright, and the bottom, let's see, from the face right here. And it looks much shorter. We have 3 fingers on the top, 2 fingers at the bottom. 3 fingers on the top, 2 fingers at the bottom. Okay, so we have to put the colons right here. Close it. And zoom in. Close it. 2 lines. And close it again. Okay. Then before we do the body, we have to do the front leg. Okay. So remember I said I want him to run in the middle of the paper. So which means that leg have to be open, right? He's not just standing right here, eating the grass, eating the carrot. He is running. So I have to put the leg going to the front. And let's see. From here, see it's very close to the colons, right? From here, reach to the front. How long? About the face. Okay, then down, going back, and you see what happened. Here looks bigger and getting smaller. It's getting more skinnier, right? Okay, then cut. That's the feet. All right, so we have to join the colon to the leg. That will be the stomach. So we have to do one more leg right here from the neck. Right here from the neck. Going out, how long? About the hand size, the same place. About the same place. Going down, looks like the same. Make sure the height looks like the same. And going back to cut the colon. And the foot right here. So 1 and 2. Alright, make sure the leg looks similar. If one of them looks so skinny, you have to fix it. Make the legs look like the same size. Alright, so let's see. Do the body. Okay, so from the colon, imagine the neck is continuing, right? So from here, going up, and that small bump. So going up again like the small hill, and down. Alright, then I can have the stomach from here, not here. Okay, move your pencil, going back to here. And curve down, curve up, and stop. Why I have to stop? I have to save the room for my back leg. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video right here because you might need the time to fix your butt, your stomach, the chest. Okay. Alright, then the leg. So let's do from here. In between here, a letter C. Close right here. Okay, and keep going. And going down. A little bit. Going back and stop. Okay, from the butt. So we almost touch the leg, but stop here. We have to leave the room. So from here, straight down a little bit. And going back. Close it. The foot. That's the back leg. Alright, and don't forget we'll do one more leg. Going back. Close it. And the foot. So make sure these two looks like what? The same size, right? Then we can do the small tail on the butt. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video right here again so you can fix the leg. You have time to do it. Alright, so looks like we finished the reindeer, but they has a lot of color on their body, right? For example, the back is a little bit brown, yellowish, but the stomach is more bright. Okay, so how can we separate that? Let's see, maybe zoom in a little bit more. So from the face, here on the neck, we do a little curvy line, like 1, 2. Then imagine that's continuing, and so from here up and close the feet. See, the line is going back to join the feet. Then continue from the feet here, up from the leg here, up, down, just a little. You don't have to do too crazy. And stop here. That will be the leg. Then from here, going up, they have a very light butt as well, and going up to touch the tail. Alright, so now we're done with the basic shape of the reindeer. Then I want you to start to decorate. So you can think about the background where he's running during the night, in the morning he's just having fun with the friends. Okay, so think about the background. There is no right or wrong answer for it. Okay, only that you like it or not. Okay, now you can start. Okay, so my story is my reindeer is running back to the factory from Santa because the sun is going down. He has to get himself ready before the night, right? So he's running back to there. All right, so after I done my background, same thing, I'm gonna grab my tracing markers, one thick one, one thin one, like the knitted one. Okay, if you don't have the knitted one, you can go to grab your pencil crayon, use the black pencil crayon to do the tracing or somewhere small. All right, let's see where are we gonna use the thick markers. I'm gonna trace it on the face because that is the shapes of the reindeer is very important. I'm not gonna miss that. And the ear is big enough for me to trace, right? And the horn, it looks a little bit skinny. If I use the thick marker to trace, I might not have the room to do the colors. So I'm gonna give out the horns. But the nose, my nose is big enough. I'm gonna trace the nose. The outside part of the neck, the colon, the big body. I want to join my body with the tail. All right, the legs. Adding some furs to make it more cute. See, when I'm tracing, I can add some detail, right? And here a little bit fur and trace my legs. Close the stomach. All right. Then I'm done with the basic shape. Even the background, I know the mountain looks big, but I'm not going to trace the background with my thick markers because they are the background. Okay, they are not really that important. I want everyone focus on my reindeer, not the mountains, not the sun, right? So I use the thick markers to only trace on the reindeer. All right, so which means the next part we're gonna use the thin markers or the pencil crayon to trace everywhere small. All right. Alright, after we're done the tracing, you know, our good friends eraser gonna come here to help us to remove all the extra pencil lights, right? Because we don't need it anymore. So we erase and keep our paper looks clean. Alright, before we do the color. So we can have a clean, nice, neat, and professional joint. Alright, we want to be a professional artist, so we have to do something like the artist. Alright? Okay, then you can bring your pencil crayon. Alright, get your stuff ready. You might need the sharpeners, okay? So try not to use the pencil crayon like that. Okay, it's very hard for you to do the color, so you might need the sharpener next to you, so you can use the sharpener all the time as you need. Alright, so let's get your cell ready so we can start to do the colors. Alright, so let's do a quick review. Okay, remember the color value we have been learning for a couple of the class. It's all about the controlling, right? With the muscles. Alright, so let's see. I color a little bit harder. See, I use my energy, the muscle energy from the hands. Color around where I color, where I trace. See, looks like I use the color to trace again. Alright. Alright, make sure there's no white space. Okay, then I reduce the pressures a little bit. See, it looks a little bit brighter. That's my middle color. Then, even more, right? I have to be very, very gentle, just like the feather, very, very light. And let's see, I color very, very light. See, I have dark, mediums, and lights. That is the color value. It's not really hard, right? We just need to control our hand. So now I know you know how to do the coloring now, but just quick remind, whatever how small the item is, okay, you have to make sure they have their own color. For example, right here, the spot is gonna be very small, but they deserve to have their own color. You are not going to be like covered. You are not going to cover them. They have to be shows. Okay, see, when I do the red color around, I have to be careful. I'm not crossing the color, right? Okay, so now I know color gonna be a hard time to do because the hand gonna be sore and you feel tired. But you have to think, we can get a very nice joint at the end, right? So don't waste your hard work, don't waste your idea because the colors. Okay, do your best and you can start. Alright, don't forget, inside the ears, the color gonna be a little bit different, right? And the stomach and the back, the neck and the neck, the top neck and the bottom neck, the color looks a little bit different, okay? Don't use the same color. Alright, try to switch the pencil crayon all the time so you don't waste your pencil crayon. Okay, now keep working on it. We almost done. We only finished half of them, then we have another half to go. Alright? Alright, take your time to finish your coloring. Okay, then for who is finished, you know, we have to be like the professional artist, right? So we have to find a spot to sign our beautiful name, okay? And do the dates to record when we finish this one. Alright, so that's everything for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the class.